from the side of Blacklist International, so much emphasis on TNZ, because TNZ has been one of the pillars that we have seen from FLUX Esports in their wins. It might be a 5 ban towards him. Full respect, like you mentioned, Leo, but it could also be finally some respect towards the gold lane,
because
right?
TNZ is indeed amazing. I don't think anyone gives him the same amount of respect as you should. So again, just cover your bases. Just one more gold laner. Give Oeb the power pick on the swing back when you first pick on red. But yeah, no, just like Apex 47, I don't think we all give enough love to TNZ. If y'all remember, in MSC, he was the one who brought out the Aamon.
Exactly, and it worked. They got wins, solid ones. Hey, even in M4, he was able to pick off so many random picks. It looked random until TNZ played it on the world stage.
Over the likes of Echo. They won a game over Echo, man.
When the
These are tough
suffers,
matchups regardless, right? But at the very least, ooh, smart coming in for the side of FLUX. I was about to call, maybe they were considering some EXP matchups, especially if we're talking about quote-unquote Swiss Army knives, right? Benedetta fits that build. We're talking about other types. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as, well, like we saw before, Thamos, but we do see the lock-in of Brody.
Yep, the Brody pickup usually for FLUX when they see this kind of composition. And MSC, they go for the Beatrix, and that's exactly what they go for here. With the Beatrix, it's safe, right? You go for the Claude, and it's tough. It's a fair miss and a diggie. You have to chase them down. Meanwhile, Brody can just put stacks on you while backing up. So the Beatrix with the range, with the clear, especially against the Brody in lane.
What's the NZ to play now? Doesn't have many of the good assassins in the game currently. Again, you're just looking at the Nolan and the Joy. But what's left open is the Fredrin. I don't think you want a Fredrin against this lineup. You're so vulnerable. You go utility. I think they can still go assassin, something fighterish. Oh, Martise is still open.
Martise as well as Lancelot, even both.
Oh,
Liam!
This is an M4 throwback!
Every time, we said it, right? He's able to pick up random, looks random, but they play it to such a different level.
This is M4 all over again. About 11, 12 months ago.
Deja vu.
In the heart of Jakarta, in tennis indoor Sinai, and they did this. They did just this. Oh, and they close up the draft with the Edith. All right, put it in the hands of a Bunjingjing. I love it. Wow.
I'm really liking it, especially in that second phase, right? Now we're having layers of depths where it's like, oh, we have a lot of CC, we have counter CC, and now we have a finisher, and now we have peel for that finisher in case he gets too close.
And they both have, they have both flavors of damage, DOT and burst. So FLUX playing with fire. I'm loving it. Blacks International, though, we have to cover our bases. They have great vision. They have great range. The level of burst that they have works because they will more often than not see the opponents coming from a mile away, given Diggie's bombs and the way Sensui rotates around the map. So that's why their lineup is higher. But counter index-wise, it's in the interaction. If FLUX turns big.
So it's in the execution then, and we'll see exactly that as we dive into the Land of Dawn for game number 1, Blacklist International. For a full 3-0 perfect run in the group stages against FLUX, who are looking for their second win in this stage. It's time for the two teams to collide.
We get into the Land of Dawn here. FLUX on the blue side, going to be starting on their orange buff, compared to Blacklist International on the red side, starting on their purple. Now, a couple of things that we need to address here is, number one, the fact that the early game might not necessarily go in either side's favor, right? You would expect them to kind of mirror each other and smother as much as they can.
Yeah. There was an attempt. I saw they sent over Apex 47 to check in and see what shenanigans were afoot. But I guess that's okay because FLUX is actually poised for that. They got a couple of Wilderness Blessings, so fast rotations from their mid lane duo. Blacks International, on the other hand, couple of tank emblem bearing heroes, and then a good amount of coverage and damage. Assassin emblem on the Brody, and magic emblem, mage emblem on the two from Black. I'm also liking the fact that we're rocking Purifies, especially on Rosa. So Rosa knows, the Thorn Queen knows that, hey, it's not just Oheb or Edward trying to find me. Even the pulse from you is going to matter.
You can even see the instant respect from both of the gold laners. For Brody, he knows it's going to be the leather jerkin or the leg plates built early, so go straight for the Fury Hammer into that Heptases. Meanwhile, for Sunshine, he didn't want to go fully for the leg plates. He needs that dagger as well to give him some amount of damage to actually clear the waves and last hit. Because Renegade, yeah, he's not letting Sunshine have a good lane.
Nope. Nope. We're waiting for it to hit critical mass, much like how Sawa did earlier in the groups. That is where Renegade wants to be. That is where Renegade wants to put Blacks International because... Oh no, Sunshine.
Oh, they want to completely push him off, right? Like, look at Oheb, he's getting to take these plates, and now Apex says hi just for a little while as they start making the drive away. But look, the rest of FLUX Esports are sitting right on top of the neutral objective, and Blacklist International are more than happy to give this up, because at the end of the day, what are they really losing out here? Ooh, penalty zone doesn't connect just yet. UA able to get away.
Yep. It's just like we said before the drafts, right? How Blacklist International, this new lineup tends to play. They're definitely comfortable giving Oheb the strong matchup and playing instantly towards that side, removing any kind of pressure that they have on the other side. It doesn't matter. Even with Sensui, here, that's how they want to play. It's the ADP.
Yep, anti-disaster protocol. We'll give out the things that we can afford to lose and then give as much EXP and gold to where it matters. EXP to Sensui, more specifically, and Oheb the gold. Back to what I was saying. The way that they're playing actually slow is they're building on Yue, on Renegade, Renegade and Oheb. I'm not used to saying that. I'm not used to saying, let's put money on Renegade. But no, they need that. They need to give this Diggy items so that eventually it'll be awkward for TNZ to clean up. It'll be awkward for Rosa to even use Black Shoes because everywhere there's damage. Something to note as well. Before...
Whoa. First blood already falling into the hands of FLUX, right? Sensui trying to go for the pinch, but it was too late as Yue taking way too much damage and even loses his flicker in the process.
So for Blacklist and for FLUX, they actually have a little bit of a contradicting composition, because usually we see different levels of power spike happening at different times. Sensui's getting chunked here, and he's forced to burn out a Retribution to get out, getting that slow. Might actually give some pressure over to FLUX to invade, but back to the point, we're seeing mid-game power spikes for both these teams now. So even if Blacklist played towards the Brody, yes, he is ahead by just a bit here. He has the Heptasis and he will hit that power spike much faster. Leomord does the same thing.
Oh, Apex pushing out the purple, compromising the Sui's farm. And you're right, Mirko, on the dot. Early on, FLUX can afford to be aggressive. Blacklist, not so much. But at some point in the mid-game, when they both hit their power spike to be aggressive, Blacklist, not so much. But at some point in the mid-game, when they both hit their power spikes, a game of inches from there. Something to know, check out Apex 47, Rock and the Quantum Charge. He can use the movement speed boost to reposition for a better implosion.
Speaking of which, Edward comes in, but quickly attacked by the penalty zone. Time Journey is going to save them all. Now, are they going to disengage? No, the pullback by the implosion is going to be able to find 3, make it 4! Oh my goodness! What a play coming in for FLUX Esports so early on!
The biggest play of M5 so far! That's 4 on the board! Apex 47, what did Leo tell you guys? Don't count this man out! The timing, the layering, the baiting of the Time Journey! Oh, it was perfect!
There it is, see? He used both the Quantum Charge repositioning plus the Flicker, all right?
Wow.
There it is. He used the Flicker to finesse into that spot. So he was using the Quantum Charge, moving. Wilderness Blessing, we're in the river. Pow! 4 men under. Doesn't matter if you had, keyword had, Time's Journey. He timed it out, and then the rest of FLUX ruined Black.
I mean, Blacklist International, they're going to be writing that one down. They're like, okay, we got to watch our timings here, especially if we're playing around Apex 47, right? Because you would have imagined that Alien, oh, he's got the penalty zone, he jumps on in, forces out the ultimate. Blacklist International should have been totally okay.
They were not ready for that, man. That curveball, right? Because again, for maybe it comes down to muscle memory, and for most teams, wait a minute, Rosa just walks away. Sensui tried to predict the Black Shoes.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're going to punish him right here as Yue gets right on top of Rosa. Quick Purify and Apex 47 to cover. He knows that Edward wants to go for it, but more importantly, he also knows that he doesn't have his Flicker.
All right, no Purify as well for Rosa now. But back to the point, right? For Blacklist, it just maybe feels unnatural. Usually, especially in this meta, you see the Terizla penalty zone. That's the initiation. You want to get out of that as fast as possible. That's why Renegade had to pop the Time Journey, but he completely forgot of Apex 47, who was playing it more like an assassin. He was hiding in the bushes.
Actually, it's kind of interesting. The more that I think about it, right, the more that teams, it's very clear that they are uncomfortable to play around the TIGREAL because, again, it's so fresh into the meta. It's not like somebody is constantly playing every different type of variation of a roamer, but it's interesting to see that most people are like, okay, yes, muscle memory, but also how far do I have to stand back to not be included in the implosion?
I mean, the ult was reworked, right? It now has more than just the effective range of what it once did. It's instant. And again, for you to be able to reposition not only with your movement speed, not only with your flicker, but also with his kit. This is a disgusting kit that they put together, and one might wonder if it's the only thing they can do.
Here we go, penalty zone once again into the Nether Realm instantaneously. Everyone's trying to peel them off, but TNZ has already found the initial kill. Time Journey just was not enough to protect his entire team. They've committed way too much, and now the turtle falls into the hands of FLUX Esports. I thought this game was a nothing game. They're not going to lose anything, but no, they're taking it as seriously as possible.
Okay, back to the question, right? Is this all this lineup can do? I'm close to thinking yes, because look, it's a one-track build. You have two frontliners with amazing CC and engage with the flickers, and then you have two different types of damage, burst and DOT. Both are capable of either. And then you have TNZ on the Leo Ward as cleanup. That's basically 1 + 1 = 2. Bob's your uncle. You're done. It's on like a bowl of neck bones. But the truth is, there's more layers to it. The fact that FLUX Esports are able to do this on a very aggressive and consistent basis makes Blacklist International's job of coming back so much harder.
It's tough. Again, I think the 4 kills initially, it was an ADP all the way from the start, anti-disaster protocol. The fact that they lost 4 members, 3,000 gold lead instantly to FLUX. That basically gave FLUX more of a way to bait that time journey out. Hey, if it ain't CC, now we can just deal damage to you. You can keep that back all you want, but if you fall, if we take you down, it's not really going to be much of use, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, considering with the 5.7k goal lead that they have, and the fact that TNZ at level 13, 8 minutes into the game, this is pretty disgusting. They're eventually going to body Blacklist with just raw numbers.
This is where you want to be with this kind of lineup. Now talking about what possible weaknesses had, and I don't think weakness is the right term, I'd say windows of opportunity for your opponents to come back from, right? Number one is you wait for these CCs to come through. I think if you can times journey and then completely disengage, wait for the next time you can fight, then that's one way Blacklist can come back from. But another thing that they can do is counter blessings. Oheb hasn't died yet. At least you can say Oheb hasn't died yet, and the true comeback is maybe just about to come. But every time Blacklist loses a big fight like that, it just extends and extends and extends.
That's the problem right now that I'm seeing for Blacklist, because for FLUX, their mid-game power spike is in the hands of TNZ, so they're actually quite fine going into the later stage, because the main damage will be from Rosa, that we're already seeing damage from, Edward's forced to flicker out, and that's the set from them, gone.
Oh, the poor guy. The poor guy. Can't do much about that. And now Blacklist International, unfortunately, it's going to be a struggle to actually contest. Maybe Sensui can make something happen despite being 2 levels down onto TNZ. TNZ is going to achieve level 14 as they move in towards that purple side, chunking out Oheb as well as Renajay here. Rosa being an absolute nuisance, but now finally going to get punished. Edward takes him out. Here we go. He calls him Barbiel. Sensui's going to make it an effort to try. Retribution's going to be gone. TNZ gets it still. Sensui's trying to make his way out of there. They disengage. They got a kill, but they did not get the neutral.
Rosa for Lord. Who's it worth for there, Leo?
Extremely worth it. FLUX just really... I don't think they needed to give Rosa, but they got what they wanted out of it. And also, this is just happenstance. Lord also put in a little bit of his CC. That's the perfect kind of CC and the right timing for FLUX to have confirmed that Lord. But something else to note, now that we're looking at it and the way FLUX is playing it, maybe Blacklist International could have used one more Purify. Again, it's one thing to cry over spilled milk, but as it is, maybe Time's Journey isn't enough.
Yeah, I think they definitely thought it was going to be enough. But here lies the problem again for Blacklist. They were banking on the mid-game power spike. That's why they played onto Oheb so heavily in the start of the game. But now that we basically reached the point where Oheb should be hitting his critical mass, how does this comp scale towards the late game? They have a very good, diverse damage from physical and magic, but I would have to say that FLUX, their late game composition seems a bit better. It seems like they will outscale Blacklist.
But the thing with FLUX is it's very committal. They have to say that it's go time like this.
Yep, they've already committed the penalty zone and they punish Alien for jumping in with the help of the time journey. High ground defense successful for the side of Blacklist International, even after chunking out TNZ. You can see it was telegraphed in Blacklist. They caught it midair.
Now it gets scary for FLUX, actually, inside of the base.
Yep.
Because that's when you can't really layer it as much. There's going to be more punishment with the turrets. And Alien, sure, good engage. He got the Brody. He got what he had to, the time journey, but no way Apex was going in there.
Yep, so there's one avenue of a comeback for Blacks International, for those of you all wondering, inside their base. But even then, that could be a preview of what Blacklist's game might look like, even outside. Because again, as early as 2 or 3 minutes, we already saw that Renegade needs farm. Renegade needs all the damage on these auto alarm bombs, and then only then can Blacks International actually force FLUX to respect their time's journey. Only then can they say, you know what? Maybe we can't just throw these ults out so easily.
Possibly. I mean, he's been technically, if we're talking about stacks, he's been reset twice, so back to square one in these stages of the game, but he's been farming up pretty quickly overall with these auto alarm bombs to get the initial vision. Speaking of which, Sensui, he's still sniffing it out, right? He's trying to figure out where exactly is Fire and Flux looking to position themselves.
I think the way that they play as well is quite interesting for Fire Flux, because it's Apex, who is almost very rarely opening up the map. He's not the one that has been given that task. It's actually been delegated over to Tianzi or even Alien.
Even Rosa.
Or even Rosa, yeah.
We saw how Rosa been doing that for, the better part of the 7 to 9 minute mark. That's why the Queen died.
Exactly, and because of that, it leaves Blacklist always questioning, where's this, oh, good shot. Where's this TIGREAL at? Sensui with a flank.
Oh, Phantom Steam being called, forcing out the NetherRealm straight away from Blacklist International as a response to the potential killing power of TNZ. And now they're going to be starting this lore 13 minutes into the game. Blacklist International positioning themselves, trying to go for this initial engagement. And Rage is already out. Time Journey being called, followed up by Edwards. Good onwards. Finally, Renegade is able to secure the kill onto Alien despite the Thor. Oh, wait, hold on. Apex 47.
Apex.
He's in trouble. Time reversal's gonna get. Oh, he flickers backwards with the explosion. Again, 4. Oh, that takes him up with Sunshine. He eliminates Edward, and even with Quick Slide, Rosa able to take out Renegade. What a play!
Oh man, FLUX Esports, it was a great play in the end. They were able to find that big pickup, but you could definitely see that even for Sunshine, he didn't have the right weapons. Now it's Yue who's flickering out. They're going in.
Okay, he's going a little too far here. Rosa trying to peel him away as Sensui gets on. Oh no, OM could not get away from the Thorn Queen, and she continues to expand her domain.
Onto Yue. That might be a kill again. Ooh.
No. Yue's got that movement. He's got that movement, right?
Rosa is just standing in front menacingly. 1v3.
Oh, this is so much confidence coming out from Rosa's side as the rest of the team will be taking away the Lord from Blacklist International.
Level 15 to level 12, Leo.
I wish my Lilia played like that. That is what? A marquee Lilia play here for the M5 group stage. But something to note, all right? Something to note. That's a fully built Lilia lacking just one item, just one more. And Rosa can play anything. Rosa can pick up anything, maybe one more defensive item, or nope. Forget about it. I'll just go all in damage.
I mean, might as well. This is the biggest lead we've seen against...
Is it going to Crystal?
I think it's going into the Crystal, possibly, right? Okay, it might change at the very end. You know, maybe. Who knows? It's just a component.
Hey, there's no success like excess Blood Wings. Oh. You just stay in front, chunk my shield off.
Wait a minute.
Sunshine is out of there. Phantom Steam being called as we do see the Time Journey being popped out, as well as the NetherRealm. Looks like they're overcommitted on this. The Implosion is going to lock it down. Their boy, Agent Zero, he's gone. Penalty zone on top of Oheb's side. He can't get out of there. And it looks like game one is just about done here for the side of Blacklist International as they look to put up a defense, but Sensui by himself with the help of Renegade and Yue, they don't have enough damage. They have no more answers. They're all low, but they can't seem to be finished off, but they open up the base, and more importantly, looking for the crowd. Hold up! Oh, Yue getting close, but the Crystal breaks just before the finish.
Crisp, clean, and disciplined. FLUX take game #1 in an outstanding fashion. Big plays left and right. Apex 47, we gotta give it to him and Rosa, who was 1v3, 1v4. What the heck was that?
Thorn Queen is cold, and that's the total opposite of what Fire of FLUX Esports showed us. They were white hot. They ended the game in a flash. They started in a sprint. They dropped into the Land of Dawn, about ready to draw blood, and it's amazing. No, the way that they're lined